What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another speed rebuild on Madden 21, and today we're taking on the Las Vegas Raiders, a team that ESPN recently enough called the worst offseason of any league team, and I can't really disagree with that. It's a team that was about average in a pretty tough division, I will admit. That got worse. They lost basically their entire offensive line. I think they lost... Did they lose Gabe Jackson? I know they lost Trent Brown to a trade and Hudson to a trade, but... I mean, did they get cheaper, I guess? I don't know. Receiver is still an issue here. All the receivers are kind of, I wouldn't say the same type, but, you know, there's no, like, big jump ball kind of guy. There's no guy that can take the pressure off. I mean, they got Waller, obviously, but, you know, there's no receiver. I don't think they have a true number one. That's basically what I'm trying to say. They don't have a true number one. Ruggs and Madden, oh yeah, he's great and all, but I don't know if he'll be healthy in real life. I don't know if he'll even be the dude in real life. He is a very good complementary piece, but they need a true number one wide receiver. Obviously, as far as the defensive side goes, you know, they added some names, but realistically, pass rush is still an issue. I will say Yannick Ngakoue seems to make every pass rush just a bit better, so he seems to be about as safe as, you know, kind of like a Matthew Judon type. They got Carl Joseph back after, was it the Browns released him? You know, and, you know, he's back, yay. Jonathan Abram really hasn't panned out yet, but our hard-hitting free baller maybe does something for us. I don't know exactly what we're going to do here with the safety position. The first things first is going for cornerback. I know they did get Casey Hayward, but he's on the older side. You know, he's definitely on the older side. I wouldn't say he's really declined, but, you know, he wasn't as good as, you know, when he first joined the Chargers. So, you know, you're getting a viable player, definitely a good player. He'll definitely fix up some things at cornerback, but they're still lacking, and they have been for years now. Pass rusher, Clellan, you know, he's not really it. Max Crosby, he was pretty decent in his rookie year, but definitely had a down year last year without a doubt. DT, they let Mo Hurst go. I mean, Solomon Thomas, he's really not going to fix things there. So DT, linebacker, and corner are really the main focuses. And then hopefully we have time for guard and one big-name wide receiver, just like a number one type wide receiver. And then as far as quarterback goes, Derek Carr, I mean, he's actually not that bad. I think he does get a pretty bad rap. He's good enough. He kind of reminds me of like 2019 Jimmy Garoppolo, but a bit better, which, you know, the problem with that is Jimmy Garoppolo in 2019 couldn't seal the deal. Very close, but that was a very God Squad-like team. The Raiders don't really have that right now, but that's the point of a speed rebuild. We're going to get 10 minutes on the clock to try and build that team. Will Derek Carr be the guy? I have no idea. Probably could have talked about the Rodgers thing a little bit, but, you know, it really doesn't matter too much. I don't see him being a Raider, but maybe his whole idea is, Rodgers' idea is just to build his image and just doesn't care about, like, winning. I don't know. It's something. I don't know, because if you're talking about bad managed teams, which, you know, the Packers front office have been pretty shaky over the last decade, the Raiders really haven't done much better, right? I'm just going to be honest with you. They've, you know, I mean, they're kind of imploding. They're in a really weird spot where they have some aging pieces, you know, like Richie Incognito. How long is he going to play? Derek Carr, they have to re-sign. What kind of deal do you give him? Receivers, we've been over this. Enough of that. Enough of just crapping on Raiders fans. Even I feel like I was pretty fair, right? I feel like I was pretty fair. Anyways, though, we're going to have 10 minutes on the clock. I don't know what we're going to go for first. Probably, I think we should attack the O-line first. I don't know who the hell we're going to attack, but there's got to be someone. Anyways, 3, 2, 1, go. First things first, I think we're going to go to the Buccaneers because there is a guy named Sue. I believe he's still here. I think they re-signed him recently enough. A guy named Sue, who I think we can make a play for. Mariota. Oh, Mariota's actually got some value. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. I thought, you know, hey, we're going to go low deal here. Oh, Sue is not that hard to get. Have we ever went for Sue? He's kind of like a nice little sneaky DT piece. That is a win. And, you know, speaking of the Buccaneers, they have some O-linemen, don't they? They have one of the better lines in the league. Jensen's not that young. Jensen is not a super young fella. Can I give him like a third round? That's what they got rid of Hudson for to the Cardinals. Okay, they're not as willing. He is a bit younger, he is a bit younger. What's his name? Kuntz? This is the guy they actually just drafted. Now, that is a win. Okay, we are off to a very good start. Although I will say, the clock's going a little bit faster than I thought. Can we go to, like, the Giants and get, like, Bradbury, who is apparently their highest overall player already here? And apparently not. He is a young player. Mariota. Let's see, how much does Mariota... Okay, let's go around the league. Packers, I don't... Why would they want to... Is EA really that, like, woke? Are they that woke? I love Jair, obviously, and even if I wasn't a Packers fan, I'd be subjectively just loving him. Okay, that's a thing. Damn it, I would have taken that deal. Right guard, right tackle. Leatherwood, the rookie. Yeah, like a lot of Raiders fans, they don't really want Leatherwood. Okay, I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this off. Middle linebacker, do they have anyone? Kwiatkowski, you want him? Damn it, there's got to be somebody here. I'm willing to get rid of anything at this rate. Because Jair is that good. Littleton actually at middle would have maybe made some better value. Mullen? They don't want Mullen? This is a bit of a loss. They need a guard, but they also do have a guard we can try to take. Can we try to take Elton? Elton's probably a little bit too... You want that straight up? Damn it, they're lying! You liars! I'm going to assume that Mariota is not as valuable as it seems, right? That could have been an overpricing, but we solve another position. You know, we solve another position. First-round picks, I might go double first-round pick for some sort of wide receiver. What about Hightower? I'm obviously not going to give them that much for him. DT. We're going to make our DT position even worse, aren't we? I did not expect that to go, and even then, even though I feel like I overtraded, I think that's still a good trade. I still like it, you know? I think that's fine. Wide receivers, not that they have the greatest wide receivers, but their wide receivers are good enough to probably garner some interest. Washington, was that the Steelers? They still have Juju, right? I mean, Juju's not the greatest wide receiver in the world, but it's even though, okay, straight up, these trades are a little surprising. I don't know if I'm selling, but they are a bit surprising, no? Like, Kenyon Drake, I mean, he's all right, but I don't know. It seems like, oh, Trayvon Mullen's younger than I thought. Why did I think he was so old? Chargers, because they lost Casey. I suppose Chargers. I still would like a guy like Keenan Allen. I'm willing to give him a couple of first-round picks. Keenan Allen for like a first round and a second round would be slick. But he might, I think this is 2 first-round territory, especially with pick 23 projected. Arnett's not enough. Guard, Sean Simpson, you interested? I mean, they're actually kind of right outside linebacker. Littleton, we can make this play. That's not bad. That is not bad. And we now have some... We're actually doing really well here. This is actually really impressive. Now you can probably keep Ruggs and everyone else. That's a pretty solid receiving group. The fact that these guys aren't more interested, like more teams aren't interested in this, is a little surprising, though. What team actually has the need for wide receiver? The Bears, the Chargers. Now we can actually try to like scam them for maybe like Murray, Kenneth Murray, and someone. This team could use safety. They're never gonna take that. We could, you know what? Let's actually try to make the play. Hunter Renfrow and like a second-round pick for Derwin. There's no way. I mean, they're there. Obviously, this is interdivisional, but if you couldn't tell by now, this is a fantasy style. The Chargers do have another player, Corey Linsley. I know they just paid him, but he is kind of young. Like, not young, but I don't know why I said young. He's old enough, but he's obviously still really good. Damn it, dude. We already have a center, but we can maybe move him to guard. I was going to think, you know, maybe Bulaga at 31, but yeah, I don't think this is going to go well. We'll try it, though. We'll try it. Oh, okay. I mean, 31's not, you know, for a one-year thing, that's not that bad in general, but for a normal rebuild even, that's not, you know, that's not crazy bad. Anyone? Oh, we've already been over this. They don't. So Eagles could probably use a guy, Jason Kelsey. They'd probably take that straight up. Oh, no, they won't because he's superstar. Okay. Brandon Graham. Did we not get a pass rusher? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's not a great trade for us, but it is a guy. It is a person. It's a human being, I suppose. We have one DT. We'll keep Graham on the edge with Max Crosby, probably. Ooh, actually, Yannick Ngakoue is probably better in Sim. So, Clellan and Crosby might not be the worst duo. And we could use Carl Joseph is... I'd probably trade Carl. So the Falcons, we don't need wide receiver, but I could use a pass rusher or a linebacker. Pass rusher, linebacker, DT. I know they have Grady, but I'd probably rather have a pass rusher. Brian Burns, maybe. If we still had those damn draft picks. We sold a little bit on the draft picks. We still have 4 minutes left. Oh, we still have a second-round pick. That's kind of clutch. We might actually be able to pay this off. Like, we don't really need a pass rusher, but we kind of need a pass rusher, you know? That's not going to work because we obviously literally just sent that in. Ellen, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5 linemen. We can get rid of Leatherwood. You interested? Really? I say you just go around the league, see what we can get. The Bears. What did we got from the Bears? Macaroni and cheese. Damn it, they don't want him though. We could go for Akeem. I wish there was like a pause. I wish I had like a, you know, like a rule set in place where we can pause. We can't really. Grady Jarrett. We need a corner, but like none of these teams have corner, do they? What about Fuller? We didn't go for Fuller. This is too much. Center, guard, quarterback, DT. Man, they have all the needs we do not want to give up. Do we offer any of these guys to them? Crosby straight up for Fuller? That's not bad. The 2 fourths might be able to knock that out. We'd have 2 sick corners. We could... Oh, no, not the second. That's way too much. See, the problem is it's like getting good value back, right? Like, this is a really good rebuild, but we're kind of selling here. Oh, that's too much, but... Oh, maybe it's not. So it's not too much, but it is still a lot of value. I'll take it because Fuller's actually sick. And more importantly, we are running out of time here. We could just sit with the safeties we have. I think Mullen's too valuable to just let him be the number 3. The Falcons, Grady Jarrett would be sick. Not going to get that. Deion Jones would be sick. Definitely not going to get that. Could get Matt Ryan. I don't think that really provides you much of a bonus, though. Lindstrom and Alokin. Ooh. Let's make that play. I don't even think we need the lineman, but I just want as much value as I can get. Damn, we're selling a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. We got some talent that we need to get rid of. We need to dump it off. That's Abram, damn it. Kwiatkowski, so we can get rid of one more pass rusher. So these are like the main value players that we can get rid of. Not that there's like a whole lot of value coming back off of them. There's not really a whole lot. Clowney. Damn it. Do we need a DT still? I think we might. As you can see, it seems like we need draft picks to finish a trade. Any team that has like double interest, no? Damn, dude, this is a bad play. Could get Hudson back. I don't like it, dude. I really don't. Corey Linsley, no. Chris Harris. Could go Chris Harris and then just filter out the safeties later. So, I mean, we probably overtraded there, but at least we're going to get some value out of it. Let's try to go through every position and see. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we don't need Lindstrom after all. We need 1 DT, and a linebacker could help. 26 seconds left. This is the last run. 1 DT and a linebacker. What am I doing here? Like, what are they going to give me? Lawrence? Oh, no. DT Buckner. No, Leonard. Leonard's only star, right? No! Give me Matt Ryan. Damn, dude. So we left Lindstrom, Arnett. I mean, Arnett doesn't matter too much, but we left a little bit on the board. It's going to happen. You know, these rebuilds aren't like the easiest thing to work through, but we shall see what we ended up with. All right, so I'm a little surprised that we're only an 83 overall. The offense is 88 overall with the defense being 79. We have Keenan Allen now, Juju Smith-Schuster, obviously Darren Waller. The receiving options are obviously tremendously improved. Offensive line is tremendously improved. They go back to one of the top 5 lines. At this point, I would say top 2, maybe 3. And they're not 2 or 3. As far as defensively goes, we definitely lacked a little bit. Probably should have done a little bit better at linebacker, but we got a high performer, consistent player with Hightower. We got Aluokin at outside. We got Fuller at free. Casey Hayward we kept at number 2, and then Chris Harris Jr. at number 1. So basically, we kind of turned this team into the Chargers. Brandon Graham at left end, who's, he's definitely on the lower end side now for pass rushers, but he's still an immediate impact, very high power move and all that. Sue goes up to an 87 at DT, and we sold on DT number 2 a little bit. The problem with all this is, we could have even gotten rid of Kwiatkowski and, put Morrow or Diablo or, some other players there. But more importantly, we could have actually traded Colton Miller because Lindstrom's only 1 overall less at guard, and he probably would have fetched at least like second round value, which would have easily turned out to like, I don't know, if we would have had a little more time, we could have maybe went to like the Ravens and got like Brandon Williams. I know he's not a super scheme fit, but Brandon Williams played number 2. That would have been sick. Probably would have increased the overall by even like a few. I'm going to sign like a random, let's see, I'm not going to keep him, but do we have any DT? So Sheldon Richardson, he's an okay DT, right? 82 overall. I'm curious to see what overall we would go to with him sliding in there. And just like that, we already go up to an 84, maybe even higher if, once again, we would have had Brandon Williams, who's a little bit higher of an overall. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to keep Sheldon Richardson here, as that's not the whole plan. Regardless, I still feel pretty good about the team, and I think we should at least make it to the playoffs. Head to the playoffs and just barely snuck in at 9-7. I'm going to be honest, not a super great season, but got the job done. Derek Carr, 4,400 yards at 9-7. I'm surprised that we even made the playoffs. We must have been like 6 or 7 seed. 4,400 yards, 39 touchdowns with 12 interceptions. So Derek Carr, numbers-wise, seemed to be a good decision. Good decision to just, keep him on the squad. I just didn't think, 1, we even had the chance or the time to trade, and 2, Carr's good enough, right? 39 touchdowns, 12 picks with that many yards. That's really solid. 66% completion percentage, 104.5 passer rating, which is even better than he did last year. Jacobs was pretty solid rushing. Again, Keenan Allen, solid number 1. Juju Smith-Schuster with a pretty, average kind of what you would expect from him here with the current options around as Waller, better option. Keenan's better option. And then Ruggs, no touchdowns, but a lot of yards, I suppose. Blocking, just kind of stupid for me, his blocking should have been almost perfect. Only one guy with 100 or more tackles and, right on the nose there with 5 sacks, actually. And speaking of sacks, 20.5 between the two. Not bad, actually. It's a really good duo. I've had way better players than that do way worse than that. Sue even got involved with 8. Diablo, who's not even a starter, got 6. Not a bad set of numbers. Chris Harris Jr. with 5 interceptions. Kicking, Daniel Carlson. Yeah, we maybe could have went for a better kicker, but, once again, kind of ran out of time. And as usually with these speed rebuilds, I do forget about special teams often. MVP, Carr was number 4. So, realistically, I was going to probably target someone like Russell Wilson, kind of on the older side. The Raiders, especially with a lesser offensive line coming up, they could use that improvisational skills from Russell Wilson, but once again, didn't get to it and probably wouldn't have had the trade value to do it anyways. Any award wins at all? No. Beasley would have actually been a nice little slot option, but obviously we don't really need a slot option with Ruggs in theory. But here it is, going up against the Jaguars. And they already lose. No. That is not cool, dude. Maybe I should start, because it is kind of like an anticlimactic ending. When we just lose, I should probably go in, right? I should probably just go in and watch the game at least. So it's like, the playoff game lasts a little bit longer than 2.2 seconds, and then, it's over. But really, the Jaguars, I know they have the juice, especially with Trevor Lawrence, he just has the quarterback build in Madden to just go off. But really, their team, what's our overall? So we are an 85 overall. We probably lost any sort of morale stuff, if we even had any, because obviously 9-7 season, not super great. So we're an 85 overall. They're only an 81, dude. Come on, man. So bad. Also, did we never actually get Brian Burns? What happened with that? I feel like we were going to get Brian Burns, and then we just didn't. Is that, that seems, I don't even know. But I suppose, let's take a look at who wins the Super Bowl and call it there. We did do a good job, though. We only got 1 extra win from the real-life Raiders of last year, which is hilarious from EA, but 28-14, Chiefs over the Seahawks. Okay. I wouldn't mind seeing the Seahawks get back to the Super Bowl, to be honest, even though the Seahawks have made me, as a Packers fan, pretty sad over the years. But really, I mean, it was a success because we got the Raiders back to the Super Bowl, Super Bowl playoffs, and considering, once again, that division, it's not the worst, outcome, obviously. It's, that's a tough division. Derek Carr got to Superstar, so obviously a win there. Defensively on DevOps, Yannick and Graham go up to Superstar, which is clutch. And then Chris Harris Jr., I think, was only Superstar, right? Yeah, he was only Superstar. I didn't even know he was Superstar. When we traded for him, I was just like, we just grab whatever, But yeah, not bad. Just, the sim luck. It didn't happen. It happens to us with 90-plus overall teams in full rebuild situations where we don't even make the playoffs sometimes. What was it? Was it the Bears rebuild? There was a rebuild where we had a sick team and we missed the playoffs like 5 out of 7 seasons. It was so bad, or it was something ridiculous. I don't even know. But ultimately, that is the Raiders speed rebuild. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think the Raiders are going to be like in real life? And, they're not actually a bad little franchise team. You can get rid of Derek Carr, of course, if they decide to re-sign him or something. Maybe not. I'm not saying that, once again, Derek Carr is not a good option in real life, but for Madden, he's not really that fun because he's going to be average, and more importantly, you're not really going to be able to do anything with him. You can't upgrade him that much because he's on the older side. He's not bad. He's not bad. It's, it's just, can you get lucky with DevOps or something like, I'm not sure, but they're a tough team to rebuild, kind of. But, they do have some pieces that aren't super fun to work with. Obviously, Waller is insanely fun to work with. So is Ruggs. But, they do have some, lacking of speed, which is ironic because that's kind of like what the Raiders were all about. Their speed is kind of lacking outside of, like, once again, Ruggs and Waller. But, yeah, I mean, not a bad team. Kind of an underrated sleeper team for franchise because, once again, they do have a lot of work to work with. A lot of stuff to work on anyways. And maybe even we do a franchise with them next Madden. I don't know. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PKR Plays. Twitch.tv/Jeromepkr for streams. Should have one later tonight. And I would assume this would be the first of 2 videos on the day. So check out the channel a little bit later. And hopefully there'll be something else up. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully come back for next video. But until next video,